Also needed actor, provided by a very brave volunteer. Hi there, what's your name?
Dieter.
Dieter, well, not today, Dieter, because today you are going to be our brave Captain Doug. You're the commander of the SS, totally sinkable in our action-packed adventure. All hands on deck. Now, Captain, get those binoculars up because you are now on patrol in the deepest, darkest regions of our special effects water tank. Off in the distance, Captain, you spot a battleship. Captain, it's over here. There you go. And you fire a torpedo right through our midship. Fire one, Captain. Hey, good shot. Oh no, Captain, that was one of ours. Oh no, enemy plane. Duck, Captain, duck. Whew. That was pretty close. Captain, I don't know about you, but I'm glad that's over with. Well, Captain, it looks like we survived that air attack. Oh no, Captain. Oh my goodness, look off in the distance. It's enemy torpedoes and they're coming in at you from every direction, Captain. They're getting closer and closer, Captain. You're a dead duck. Take a look up at your overhead monitors. You'll see our brave Captain Duck's explosive performance in super slow motion. Captain, you did a good job. It's been a real blast. Hand. 1, 2, 3. Go! All right, Beth. That's a wrap. We're going to take this scene we just shot with Beth, edit it together, and play it back for you. Go ahead and take a look up at those overhead monitors, and you'll see how miniatures, mechanical effects, and a very brave Beth all go into creating a classic high-seas adventure. Considering that we've just dumped over 400 gallons of water in that pilot house, I think Beth weathered that real well. Let's hear it for her. For those of you in Shannon's group, we have to take.
And there will be a genie in Aladdin. The voice will be provided by Robin Williams. And if you stop in there today, if the animators are working, you actually get to see them while they are making the cartoons and making it all come to thing and sound facilities and everything else we need to produce TV shows and movies. And by the way, there are no photo restrictions. You can take all the pictures of me. You can take all the pictures that you like today. They have a great photo opportunity coming up on your right, up in the air. It's the symbol of the Disney MGM studios, the award-winning Earful Tower, standing about 13 stories tall, and topped off with a giant pair of Mickey Mouse ears and a Santa hat. Now, just in case you're wondering, that hat size, 342 and 3/8. Tracy. And if you look across the street, you'll see some one-story buildings called bungalows. That's where we house our production teams that are here at the studios. Currently in Bungalow 1, we have Betty Productions, and they're producing a new television series called Adventures in Wonderland, which you can see on the special effects and production. Seamstresses take over, and they make all the costumes for our motion picture, television, and live entertainment needs. In the display cases, you'll see the costumes worn by Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, Warren Beatty and Madonna in Dick Tracy, also the gown worn by Julie Andrews in Mary Poppins, Michael Jackson's spacesuit from Epcot Center's Captain EO, and the clothes worn by the humans in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, they use over 175,000 yards of material each and every year. And here in Florida, we have the world's largest Dick Tracy. Then we have our camera department, where we store and maintain film and video cameras and equipment. And finally, the last area coming up on your left is the scenic shop, and this is where the carpenters begin the construction of sets, which are later completed on studio sound stages. Now, the talented men and women who work in there have created everything from the billboards around the park to the interior of the U.S. Supreme. You'll see that it's just an empty shell or facade used for exterior shots only. Now, it's okay if it gets a little drafty, though, because on the back lot, we can even control the weather. As a matter of fact, a couple of years ago, we used that house in a winter holiday commercial, We added about 50 tons of artificial snow, some Christmas trees, and had a white Christmas here in sunny Central Florida in July. It was about 96 degrees that day. Coming up on your left is a Miami, you guessed it, the Emmy Award-winning Golden Girls. All the exterior scenes are shot right here and then edited together with all the interior footage, which is shot inside a studio soundstage. Now, coming up on your right, you'll see some construction. Right now, they're building a house for the Touchstone television hit show called Empty Nest, which comes on Saturday nights on NBC right after the Golden Girls. Across the street, you'll see a house that has all details that make it look like a family really does live there. Coming up at the end of the street on the right is something I'm sure you'll recognize if you saw this summer's hit movie, The Rocketeer. That's the Bulldog Cafe. That movie starred Bill Campbell, and also right out front you'll see one of the small airplanes that was used in the movie. That plane was given to the star of the show, Cliff Secord, by Howard to active duty at any time for a movie or a television production of just about any kind. Perhaps our most famous prop is that silver tailpiece of an airplane right there. That is from the 1942 classic Casablanca, starring Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. Now, in case you're wondering where the other half of the plane is, you may have already seen it. It's inside the great movie ride. Well, right now, we are approaching 3 blue cars that are from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Molly car. It's a converted bus, which is easier and less expensive to operate on the back lot. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even have an engine in it, and they had about 5 or 6 crew members that had to push it around just about wherever it went in the film. That's why next time you watch it, take a look and note it for the navigator. And the second one is solid because it was used in some of the scenes where the spaceship was flying. They filmed it in front of a blue screen background. Now, if you'd like to find out more about blue screens and how they use them in special effects, just visit the special effects. We think it was worth all the time and money they spent on it. And I think you will too. As we come into the canyon, you'll notice some oil equipment. All of the oil equipment is real, and it came from an oil field out in Texas. We got a good bargain on it. That tanker truck up there is real also. No converted bus here. It used to travel the highways of America. Well, now, you can probably imagine that in the movie-making industry, time is money. And if the script calls for rain, you can't sit around and wait for Mother Nature. That rain has to fall right on cue. Now, the script for Catastrophe Canyon did call for some rain, so we had to install a system of water spouts above your heads outside the view of the camera. Now, when the director calls for rain, water is sprayed upward and outward in a circular pattern, and as it falls, it looks just like the real thing. Okay, guys, there we go. Now, this illusion of rain is only falling about as far back as where the tanker truck is, but the camera doesn't know the difference. It can only see in 2 dimensions. Now, this is only one of the scenes that we can create here. Wait, scene 1? Scene 1? Oh no, hang on everybody. to you. You guys are great actors and actresses too. If I didn't know better, I'd say some of you were really scared back there. All the looks of terror, the screams, we're all there. Anyway, you guys on the left do the greatest. You even acted like you were really getting wet back there. You almost had me fooled there for a minute. Right now, Joanne's going to take us behind the canyon, and we'll show you how we created all those catastrophes. It's been hand-carved to look like rock formations, and you'll see that in just a minute as you come out of the canyon to your left. You'll also see a network of small yellow pipes which carry the propane gas for the flames and explosions, which you probably felt. They did reach temperatures of up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, there was a flash flood. Anybody remember that flash flood? Just like I thought, all you guys on the left. Well, that was created when 3 large holding tanks released 70,000 gallons of water on us. To add a little bit more excitement, the green air cannons in the back shot some of that water straight up in the air, and it looked like it was bouncing off the rocks. If we put a basketball in one of those air cannons, we could shoot it right over the top of the Empire State. It does have a steel structure in the center that gives it strength, and it's designed to withstand hurricane force winds of up to 90 miles an hour. Pretty good considering that most of our facades, in fact all of our facades, are made partially out of styrofoam. Coming up on your right, you'll notice a stage that we've just constructed. It is for a New Year's Eve celebration tonight. Featured will be Mike Harvey's Super Gold National Oldie.